There is something standing between you and the life you want. You can feel it every time you almost take the leap, then stop. Every time you see the door, reach for the handle, then pull back. You call it fear. You call it timing. You call it not ready yet. But what if I told you this wall is invisible, not because it's made of glass, but because you built it so long ago you forgot you were the architect? This is Zara. From the outside, her life has no walls. She's smart, capable, surrounded by people who believe in her. But inside, there's a constant pressure, like swimming toward a surface she can never quite reach. She has dreams, to start her own practice, to travel, to write. But every time she moves toward them, something stops her. Not laziness, not logic, something older, something she can't see but can always feel. She calls it something holding me back. She doesn't know it yet, but that something is a wall, and she started building it when she was 7 years old. The wall was constructed brick by brick, year after year, without Zara ever noticing. First brick, age 7. She raised her hand in class with the wrong answer. Kids laughed. She learned speaking up is unsafe. Second brick, age 14. She poured her heart into a painting. A relative said, "Art won't pay the bills." She learned passion is impractical. Third brick, age 19. She loved someone who left. She learned opening your heart leads to pain. Fourth brick, age 24. She almost applied for her dream job. Then she read the requirements and thought, "I'm not qualified enough." She learned, don't try unless you're certain. Each brick was a protection once. Each decision kept her safe from embarrassment, disappointment, rejection. But protection became prison. The wall she built to keep pain out was now keeping her life out. She couldn't see the wall because it was made of her own survival instincts. It wore the disguise of being realistic. It spoke in her own voice. The crack appeared during a conversation with her younger brother, Kabir. He was 19, messy, impulsive, full of failed startups and embarrassing stories. He was telling Zara about his latest idea, something ridiculous, under-researched, almost certainly doomed, but his eyes were on fire. Zara heard her own wall voice rise up, ready to protect him. "Have you thought about the risks? What about a backup plan? Maybe wait until you're more prepared." But before she could speak, Kabir laughed and said, "I know it might fail, but I'd rather fail at this than succeed at something I don't care about." And in that moment, Zara saw the wall. Not around Kabir, around herself. He was on the other side, the messy, unpredictable, alive side, and she was trapped behind glass, watching him run free. Zara didn't tear down the wall overnight. She didn't even know how, but she did something radical. She stopped calling it protection. She started calling it what it was, a prison she had built for her younger self to survive, but her adult self didn't need anymore. She took out a journal and wrote at the top, "Bricks I no longer need." Speaking up is unsafe. Replace with, "My voice matters even when it shakes." Passion is impractical. Replace with, "Passion is fuel. I need fuel to move." Opening your heart leads to pain. Replace with, "Pain is the cost of connection. I choose to pay it." Don't try unless you're certain. Replace with, "Certainty is a myth. Action is the only teacher." Each brick she named became smaller. Each belief she questioned lost its power. The wall didn't vanish, but it became transparent. She could see through it now, and seeing through it, she could finally start choosing which bricks to remove. The invisible wall is not made of your failures. It's made of the conclusions you drew from your pain. Every wound taught you something. Every disappointment gave you a rule. Don't trust, don't try, don't hope. These rules kept you safe in the moment, but they expire. What protected you at 7 is suffocating you at 27. The wall is invisible because you mistook it for reality. You thought "I'm not brave enough" was a fact, not a story you learned. You thought "people like me don't succeed" was the truth, not a brick you absorbed. The first step through the wall is not a dramatic leap. It is a quiet question. Is this belief still protecting me, or is it just imprisoning me? Zara applied for the job. She didn't feel ready. The wall whispered, "You're not qualified." But this time she answered, "Maybe not, but I'm willing to learn." She didn't get it. The wall whispered, "See, we should have stayed safe." But she answered, "No, I showed up. That's new. That's enough." 6 months later, she started her own small practice, not because the wall disappeared, but because she stopped waiting for permission from a structure she built as a child. She learned to walk through glass. It cuts. But on the other side, the air is fresher, the sky is wider, and she can finally breathe. Your wall has a door. It's always been there. You built it. You can open it. The key is not courage, it's recognition. See the bricks, question the rules, and take one step, even if the glass hasn't fully cleared. If this story helped you see a wall you forgot you built, please like this video. Share it with someone who's standing at their own invisible door, afraid to turn the handle. And subscribe for more stories that don't just comfort you, they free you. The bird from the beginning, now perched on the other side of the invisible wall. It tilts its head, then flies freely into the endless sky. Fade out.